Yeah, yeah. Come on in. This your boy T-Dub. What's blazing in sports? I'm back at it. Giving you that lunch break blazing special. Guys, Anthony Joshua is he's staying with his old trainers. And guys, Andy Ruiz said after Joshua, he's looking to fight Deontay Wilder. Guys, me personally, I think it's a little bit too early for Andy Ruiz to be talking about Deontay Wilder. But guys, let's talk about it. Again, it's your boy T-Dub. What's blazing in sports? I'm back at it like a crack addict, giving you boxing geekers this work. Smash the like button. Let's get it. Anthony Joshua looked at like pure shit versus Andy Ruiz. The only thing that was missing was the flies. Shit, I don't know. The way Andy Ruiz's hands was buzzing around his ears, shit, that could have been the flies. And maybe it's me, but in between the rounds, I didn't hear Anthony Joshua coaches say anything significant to make him make a change. Joshua, what? Bruh? Stand back and jab? Didn't hear it. You don't got to go towards him. 3 and 4 jabs. Hit him on the right hand when he comes in. I didn't hear it. So guys, the picture on the left. The video that I took this picture and made it from. It's on Anthony Joshua verified YouTube page. And he pretty much said this. You know, he's gonna stick with his camp, his same people, and it's kind of like I said before, guys, it's loyalty. Sometimes, even when you should make a change, loyal, because of you've been through so much. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's time to make a change, man. Lennox Lewis said it. I said it. You said it. Well, maybe not you, because I know there's going to be at least 1 or 2 haters listening. Hold on while I sip. And this is water. High quality H2O with some flavoring packages. So the big news, guys, is that Anthony Joshua, Mr. He-Man, Hercules, the living legend, the Thundercat, the man that looks like he should be walking around with Thor's hammer, got beat, smashed into smithereens by somebody who was built like a Teletubby. You know? I mean, a Teletubby that can fight. I mean, imagine this, man. You getting your ass beat by somebody smiling. You know, like, you know, at least look mean when you with my ass. Don't be smiling all the goddamn time. But guys, what's even more shocking, and I didn't believe I was going to hear this just yet, but I did. I heard it today. Andy Ruiz, after the rematch with Anthony Joshua, he would like Deontay Wilder. Now, I was going to hold out on talking about this for a little while. But since push come to shove, I might as well talk about it. One, I think that's looking too far ahead. Go out, beat Joshua again, and then, only then, call out Wilder or Fury. But I'm going to tell you what scared me, guys. This is what scared me right now. skewering me with Andy Ruiz. He is getting a lot of perks since beating Joshua. Videos of limousines, videos of, beautiful hotel rooms. Just, shit is being thrown at him so fast. And to me, I don't like it. The reason I don't like it is sometimes this shit can go to your head. People can stop preparing like they once did to get them there. And one of the only men that I know and witness that actually embraced their life and never failed in the ring, never let the pressure get to him, was Floyd Mayweather Jr. As rich as that man was, as many hoes he had in his house. It's some hoes in this house. It's some hoes in this house. Some of y'all might be too young for that. That man never lost focus. But I could be wrong, man, because Andy could be taking all this well. He could be taking everything great. But when I see the videos, I got the limousine, we're partying, look at this hotel room. He's like a kid that's finally getting everything he wanted. And that scares me. When you get everything you want, what's your hunger? What's your hunger? And I hope I'm wrong. I hope that Andy, from getting all this stuff, I want him to be thinking that, I don't want to lose this. I want to stay the champion. I don't want to lose these belts. I don't want to lose these perks. I'm going to train even harder now so I don't become the next Anthony Joshua. So I don't become the next Mike Tyson. Guys, let me see if this is working. Hold on. Okay, guys, we're in the building. Monticello was cracking, my dude. Breenan Smith, what's going on, my man? Let me see if I can try to read this a little bit. What it do? If you don't replace Rob McCracken, he won't be able to compete at a high level. Bro, I'm not sure. Only because I'm on the phone, I don't know when people come in. See, Anthony Joshua is trying to keep these same trainers. All right, guys. You help get him to where he is. I congratulate you on that. But I'm going to be honest. Every flaw that we saw in Anthony Joshua from many fights ago, we see them same flaws. And you want to know what's even crazy? Is that Anthony did not look like he got better. Now, Deontay Wilder, I'm going to be honest. No matter what you call Wilder, I seen this guy get better. I seen him progress. I seen his athleticism get better, his jab get better, his timing get better. Yeah, he can be a little wild sometimes when you're hurt. Yeah, he can be wild sometimes when he smells blood, when he knows to knock some weakness out of you. But Wilder has arguably been in there with two of the best boxers that's boxing right now. Tyson Fury, Luis Ortiz. And it looks like he got better. It looks like Anthony Joshua got worse. That's all I'm saying, man. Looks like he got worse. It looks like his trainers. It looks like they got so happy with the glamour and the money that came with being his trainer that most likely they became yes men. Yes, Joshua. Bruh, you want to run today? No, not really. Well, okay. Just let us know. Whatever you want, champ. You're the champ, champ. We work for you, champ. You're the man, champ. Whenever the boxer is running shit, a lot of times it don't go well. And I hate to go back to this. One of the only ones that I knew that went well was Floyd Mayweather. This guy kept hungry lions in his camp to spar and veterans. Hungry lions, Earl Spence Jr., veterans, Zab Judah. Just naming some examples. Because he was fighting for his own personal legacy, his own personal O. And nowadays, these fighters do not have Floyd Mayweather's skills. They want his glory. They want to make the mega fights. They want to hold off on mega fights, but they don't have the skills to beat the in-between fights to stay undefeated for the mega fight. I'm going to say that one more time. A lot of these fighters want to be like Floyd Mayweather Jr. They want to make the mega fights, push them off a little bit, and make as much money as possible. But a lot of these fighters don't have the skills or the mind to be able to win every middle fight to get to the mega fight. Example, Anthony Joshua. Andy Ruiz was supposed to be a fat little kid in the store that you're taking the shit from. That's who they thought they was going to bully. But it's like I told you guys. They thought they was cherry picking Andy Ruiz. They were dead wrong. Andy Ruiz cherry picked Joshua. Eddie didn't reach out to Andy. Andy reached out to him. Joshua didn't call out Andy. Andy said, out of the champions, I feel I can beat Joshua. Joshua was the biggest cherry pick of all time. A champion got cherry picked. And listen, guys, Joshua can bounce back and do better. And the mega fight with Deontay Wilder can still be there. But guys, it won't have the same feel. It won't. It won't have the same feel. It won't do the same numbers. Can it still be big? Yes. Can we still be excited? Yes. Will the UK fans ride with their boy? Yes. Will it have the same feel? No. Same numbers? No. The outcome might be the same. The outcome might be the same. Joshua steps in the ring. Wilder knocks him out. And the new, undisputed, unified champion of the world. But we can't get there yet. Even though, guys, Andy Ruiz, you see it in the subject. Andy Ruiz said, after Joshua rematch, he wants Deontay Wilder. Listen, bro. Andy, I like you. You're the type of dude that, I want to kick it with on a Friday, have some beers, take out baseball caps, turn them to the back, and shoot some shits. You seem like a guy that never really gets mad. Just a fun guy. Fun demeanor. But listen, bro. Don't look past Joshua. Things are going to be stacked in his favor. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because being Joshua, yeah, I get it. You knocked that sheep out. But now, we're dealing with Wilder. You're not dealing with a sheep. You're dealing with the wolf that the sheep ran from. That's a totally different conversation. Let me go to the chat. Hold on, guys. I wonder if I do it this way, would it be better? Hold on, let me try this. All right. I just need more shade. Fury would school Ruiz. Yeah, listen, man. When you talk about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, and the reason I didn't want to talk about it yet, because Andy fought like the champion. He won like the champion. He is the champion. So I wasn't really going to talk about it as much. But since he brought it up about facing Deontay Wilder, now I'm going to talk about it. As good as Andy Ruiz is, hand speed, check. Combinations, check. Counterpunching, check. Thinking, check. All that shit's good. All of it's good. But he's still slow on his feet. He still has to get to you. And facing somebody like Tyson Fury, who knows how to use his jab, who would make that fight boring as shit, who would make that fight similar to Klitschko, when he just... Listen, Fury is 6'9" and throws jabs all day, feint all day. And Fury's crafty. I think Fury beats Deontay Wilder. He ain't gonna move as much as Fury. But Deontay Wilder, I don't know if you guys ain't watched it lately, but Wilder uses his jab. And you know what's crazy? Is that at one point, people gave credit to Joshua for having a better jab. Now, honestly, I believe Deontay Wilder has a better jab than Joshua. Faster jab, harder jab, lightning jab. And of course, behind a good jab is a good right. And I don't know how many people in the heavyweight division can take that shot. Now, I'm going to be honest. If I was Andy, I'd beat Joshua. Now, Joshua said something like it may be another rematch clause, which means that if Andy loses, maybe Andy wants a rematch to make it 3 fights. But if Andy wins, it shouldn't be another rematch. If Andy beats him twice, back-to-back like Drake, which, again, Anthony Joshua should keep Drake away. Hold on, guys. Let me sip this water. Hold on. It was good. Because Joshua said he was going to break the Drake curse. Well, I think he damn near confirmed it. But yeah, I think Fury, you know what? If I was Andy, I would want to fight Wilder. Why? And because style makes fights. Wilder will at least give Andy opportunities. Because when Wilder go buck shit crazy, he come in too close sometimes. And that would favor Andy. Like when Joshua went in close, Andy counterpunch. When Wilder went in close on Dominique Brazil the first time, Dominique Brazil counterpunch and hit Wilder on top of the head. But, see, it's one of them things, man. Even though Andy should, if he had to target Fury or Wilder, target Wilder, because Wilder might give him more chances. But also, facing Wilder, you have a greater chance of being unconscious. See, that's the thing, man. Which one is worth it? A better chance to maybe land your punches, but facing a higher chance of being unconscious. And if you don't know what they feel like, well, you got probably about 90% chance of knowing what they feel like. There's only one man that didn't get knocked out, and that's Tavern. And guess what happened to Tavern that first fight? Well, I'm sorry. I'm talking about the first fight. Second fight, Tavern got knocked out. But even in the first fight, where he survived 12 rounds, he had to go to the hospital, guys. This guy's head was lumped up. Let's get back to the chat real quick. I'm going to try to catch up, man. It's so hard to read with this font. Let me try something. Hold on. Let's do that. Let me wipe the lens off. Hold on, guys. Let's do this. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's see. A little bit better. Fury will school Ruiz. Ruiz got that bag, but if he not smart, he'll get complacent and lose his hunger. Yes. I Miss Lola. Hey, whenever I'm home, maybe today, man. Maybe I'll go live today. I might do that. I might go live. So guys, remember, always hit the notification bell. Because when I'm at work right now, so, Lola can't do her therapism. Hopefully she at home, you know what I'm saying, working on them hips, you know what I'm saying? But let me get back at it. I think AJ is taking the rematch too soon. He'll get KO'd again. Well, he agreed now, but the fight is not going to be until November or December. And remember, in order to activate his rematch clause, damn, I hate these vocal cord issues. I try extra hard with every word. He had to activate his rematch clause. The fight had to happen before December 31st. And listen, he didn't have an option. He did not have an option. If Anthony Joshua did not fight Andy Ruiz next, you know how bad how the UK people would look, even the own UK, you know how they would have looked at him? You know how far his stock would have fell? That he did not fight Andy next, and he went on to fight anybody for a non-title match? He had to fight him. He don't have an option. And guys, you know what's crazy? What's crazy is that Andy Ruiz winning actually is going to help the zone. I repeat, after I sip. Andy Ruiz beating Joshua is going to help the zone. Why? All right. People are saying that only 5,000 to maybe 10,000 watched the first fight, right? And if Joshua would have won, it'd be like, you was expected to. His stock wouldn't have went up. It wouldn't have went down. It would not have helped the zone. It wouldn't. But by him losing, and that shit going viral, and he's rematching him, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm expecting the second fight to do better numbers. I don't know how much more, but I'm expecting to do better numbers. Because everybody thought Josh was going to win. Not so more. Not so more. Let's go to the chat. Well, let me go out of it and then go back in. That's why AJ needs 10 analysts. You know what, man? I don't know what would be a good fit for Joshua. Trainer Rise. I don't know. But he needs to work on his jab. 2, establish distance with his jab. 3, his defense. 4, learning how to fucking pivot. Learn how to turn. Learn not to go straight back. Learn not to stand there. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It'll never happen. But personally, I think I could help Anthony Joshua get a lot better. Obviously, I'm not a world-renowned trainer. I'm not getting paid millions of dollars to make them want to pick me. But I'm being honest. I would be able to help that man out if he's willing to listen and give me 10%. I need that. I need all that. No 9, no 5, no 9.8. I need my 10%. And I get your belts back. See, I can tell you what you need to work on, but it's about teaching you how to do it. I can tell you 2 plus 2 is 4, but I can show you how I got there. That man needs to work on his jab, man. And it's not just a regular jab. He throws the same jab consistently. Consistently. Clockwork. Click, 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 click. He's asking, please time me. Please counterpunch me. Please. Going straight backwards. Don't work off. Don't know how to use his pivot. Don't know how to step around. Defense. The only thing his defense protected was his ears, because his head and face was exposed. He was looking sloppy in there. He was looking Michael Jackson bad in there. But now he got the rematch. Listen, guys, he got the rematch now. He got the rematch. It's signed. Eddie confirmed it. And guys, Eddie and AJ was like, there's no truth to the knockout. There's no truth to having a breakdown before the fight. Guys, listen. There got to be something. Remember, I put up the picture that showed his scars before the fight. We all knew he took a long time coming out to the fight. And we all saw his dad making a V-line towards Eddie Hearn. His dad wanted a piece of Eddie Hearn. And the thing is, a lot of the UK fans that are fanboys, not the true fans, because there's some real true fans, but the ones that anything they say they believe. Oh, see, he says it's not true. There, guys, there. Let me go to the chat. Damn, it's a hot day, man. Dalton Judge, my boy in the building, what it's do? Dalton, man, I'm hot as shit, bro. You can find me in St. Louis. It's about 94, 95 degrees today. Hot as a bitch. You know, let's go. I'm about as hot as Anthony Joshua's dad was at Eddie Hearn. Wouldn't it have been crazy if his dad would have got to Eddie? Eddie about 6'5" too. Eddie Hearn tall as shit too. But let's see. Salute, salute. Salute, my dude. Dalton John says, Teddy Aslis is garbage. You know, man, see, Teddy talks a good game, but to be honest, I don't know how he is as a trainer. You know, I don't know. He talks a good game. He gives you some good keys to victory. But how well does that translate to training? You know? I don't know. What if he loses to Rios again? He have to take a long... Wow. I don't know who said it, but it sounds like something just came by my feed and said that if Joshua loses to Andy Ruiz again, he has to take a long look at his career. If he loses, he retires, guys. This is it. If he loses, he retires. But I'm telling you this. If they fight in the UK, I am putting my money on Joshua. If you think the UK gonna let that shit slide, hell, the USA was trying to give it to him. The USA had Joshua up. 2 had a draw. Guys, and did you see when Joshua dropped Andy? how the commentator was like, "Oh guys, get ready, watch this, right?" Like they had some 3D shades on, and they're finna prove to us how much a finisher Joshua was, on how he's about to finish Andy after dropping Andy, and then Andy dropped his ass, and then they jaws dropped. But you know what? When Andy dropped Joshua, we didn't hear, "Oh, get ready, guys, let's watch what happens." Listen, guys, first of all, to say Anthony Joshua was a better finisher than Deontay Wilder, you're dumb. You're stupid. Anthony Joshua is not a better finisher than Wilder. I gotta look it up, but I imagine his TKO ratio might be more than his KO ratio. How many people has he actually left shaking, unable to continue? Dominique Brazil says that he believed the referee stopped the fight too early. This motherfucker was out on the mat, making mad angels and shit, stood up at the count of 10, and wobbled to the back of the ropes. If that ref would have let you continue, he would have been assisting in Deontay Wilder murder. Murder was the case that they gave me. But guys, I'm gonna bounce right back to what Andy said. Andy Ruiz, who, you know, is a nice guy. It's a nice guy, humble, you know, says the right things, confident in himself, said what he was going to go do, and did what he said. But now, is he biting off more than what he can chew? Is he putting the carriage before the horse when he says, after Joshua rematch, I want Deontay Wilder? After Joshua rematch, he wants the bronze bomber. Now, guys, I don't smoke, but I don't know if Andy Ruiz is ready for that smoke. Maybe because Andy felt the power of Joshua, realized Joshua was a big puncher. Maybe he thinks, well, Wilder can't hit that much harder than Joshua. I took Joshua punches. Hell, I'll take Wilder's. Well, I don't think there's many mules that can take a flush punch from Wilder. You know, I don't know, man. Let's go to the chat. What do you guys think about that? He just needs to replace the guy he got. Anyone would do better. Yep. Teddy Anderson gets credit because he gave Mike Tyson a bath when he was a baby. What? Yo, what happened? My phone fucked up. What do you mean, what happened? Hold on, guys. Let me try something. Hold on. What is this? Let me try some, guys. All right, guys. Let me know if we're back. I don't know if I froze up or not. You know, I'm gonna get out and walk around the parking lot, guys. But listen, bro. Listen. Anthony Joshua made a mistake. He's sticking with his people. And I get it. My thing is, loyalty doesn't mean that you have to completely stop fucking with them people. It don't. It doesn't mean that. You know? But in order for you to advance, you have to be around people that's already at that level. And your current trainers have took you for as they could. You don't have to X them out your life. You can still have family dinners and brunches and shit. Have tea and crumpets. You can still do that. But you need a new trainer. And you didn't do it. You didn't change it. You didn't listen. You stuck with him. Best of luck, man. Hopefully they teach you. And the thing is, guys, the reason I'm knocking him so bad, because I understand that anything can happen. You can lose a fight, I get it. But the fact is that one of the most basic things to learn when training from a shorter fighter is using your goddamn jab. And that's the one thing you don't fucking use. One, you don't use your jab effectively. Two, you're squatting down to be at the same goddamn height as him to allow him easy access to your face. Three, you're dropping your goddamn hands early as fuck. You ain't Floyd Mayweather. You can't shoulder roll. You can't lean with it, rock with it. That was dumb. And now, the only thing your trainer is going to do now is listen to us on YouTube, find out the flaws that we saw wrong, and they're going to try to correct them, but they don't. They don't know how. They're going to try to correct them by telling you to do more of it, but not able to show you how to do it right. How to stay safe, how to jab and stay safe, how to use angles. See, Anthony Joshua does not have to be a Floyd Mayweather on his feet, does not have to be a Terrence Crawford. He don't have to be that. The only thing he needs to know how to do is use his jab to establish and keep range and know how to use a good pivot and turning. You know? But listen, it's official. He took the rematch. He jumped off in 12 feet. Andy Ruiz drowned him the first time. We'll find out if these same coaches who couldn't teach him how to swim the first time can teach him how to swim this time. And if he beats Joshua twice, first, Joshua's done. Joshua is done. And guys, you know what? Another reason why they needed to take this rematch right now, another reason why they need to take it is because the UK have been silent. The YouTube channels have been non-existing. The shit talking has been to a minimum. They need to give the UK hope. And as long as Anthony Joshua was holding back from making this rematch call, see now, because he made it, he can talk about the fight coming up and what he's going to do. If he didn't make the fight, the memes are still coming out there. People are still talking about what's going to happen or what happened to him. He's trying to erase that. Their thing is, the quicker we make this happen, the faster we book this rematch, the faster we can try to erase what this happened. At least cut the talking down to a minimum and focus on not the past, but the present. They had to do it for the UK people. They had to give them hope. God, you know how many motherfuckers was on suicide watch? I saw one dude in the chat was like, I took this too personal. They was taking this shit personal. Girlfriends getting slapped and shit. Kids was getting left at school, missing the bus and shit. Shit was, man, it wasn't good, bro. Shit was not good. Kingdom have failed. They need this. Because now that they made a rematch, the YouTube can come back alive. They're going to start doing videos. Joshua going to win the next one. He's going to win the next one. And that's what they're going to go off of. And then we say, well, what happened to the first one? Well, that's past tense. They needed this. But if he loses, he's done. And Andy Ruiz said he wants Deontay Wilder. Well, I guess someday, if If you want to feel what Thor Hammers feels like when it puts down on you, I guess that's one way to find out. Deontay Wilder versus Andy Ruiz. And it's not, listen, and I get it. Cause maybe we said that when I say Andy's not quick enough, he has fast hands, but he has slow feet. And Deontay Wilder's not going to just stand there. Deontay Wilder's going to pump that jab out. Deontay Wilder has a fast fucking jab. And before you know it, behind every good jab, it's a good right hand. And once that right hand slide in between Andy Ruiz's guard and kisses him right on the lips, pucker up, bitch. Once that right hand get through there, whatever you had planned after that, that shit's out the window. You instantly go into recovery. Mayday, mayday, I'm down. Man down, man down. Trying to get up. You realizing that when you fought Joshua, you really wasn't buzzed. And then you got hit by Deontay Wilder. You're like Elvis Presley. You're all shook up. I don't think Andy should be talking about facing Wilder next. I don't think so. To me, that's looking ahead. That's looking too far ahead. Too far ahead. And if somebody asks him a question about, hey, if you beat Joshua, do you want Wilder next? He should be like, I don't want to talk about it. I gotta beat Joshua again. Let me beat him again. Let me make sure I done freed up and you know, everything I had contractually to do. And then I'll talk about it. But he's talking about Deontay Wilder. Sound like he's looking over Joshua. He's in limousines, living in big hotels, eating Snickers and shit. Don't let it go to your head. Because if Andy play it right and beats Joshua, him versus Wilder could be a mega fight. It could be a mega fight. But if he lets it go to his head, looking past Joshua, thinking about an opportunity that may exist with Wilder, he's done. He's going to find himself in a third fight with Joshua in the UK. And then everything he worked for, the belts he just got, they will call him a one-hit wonder. I mean, it's a hell of a one hit, don't get me wrong. That's a hell of a one hit. Because you know what? There's many people that's never had the title. Many more never been unified. And many never had the payday that he just got. You know? Frank West was cracking. PG1, what's going on? Trap Book Boxing, how you doing, my dude? Ancestress Rage, what's going on, St. Louis, homie? Said, yes, Banks is a good fit. Hot as fuck, bro. Man, Ancestress Rage is hot as shit, man. It's hot, bro. I'm in my car right now, sweating bacon bits in this motherfucker, man. But you know, listen, bro. People don't understand this, man. I work hard. I'm at work. In my lunch break, I can be doing anything. One, I was told to slow down on videos. I was told to slow down. I'm giving you this work. I'm working while I'm working. So we working. Let's work. And then I give you videos when I'm at home. Bro, listen, I wish I can be at home. You know how much content I put out? You know what I'm saying? If I had it, you know how much I can, with the website, you know what I'm saying? I got the website up, but it's just me. So trying to maintain it, it's not as easy. whatsblazingsports.com. Check it out. But let me get back at it, man. Frank West says, keep it lit, T-Dub. I'm trying, man. I'm watching you while working. We working, homie. That's how it is, bro. Larry, what's cracking, Larry? What's blazing with you? I let him enjoy this one time thing. Don't matter. Hold on, let me make sure I get you to read that right. I let him enjoy his one-time thing. Will, don't be a hater. Will, is Will in here? What? With a magic man or me? Or Will? Okay, I'm using a different thing. You know, back to this, man. Back to this work. Back to this grind. You know? And one reason why I do this is because when I'm at work, I listen to other channels. You're like, you know what? This shit helped me pass my day. So if I can help somebody else pass their day, you know what I'm saying? Do some talking, talk some boxing, mix in some jokes here and there. Shit, that made my day. I'm going to go back, knock out about 2 more hours, go home, do my third thism. But let's get back to this work, man. Since we working, let's work. Joshua should have got different trainers. He didn't. The only way I see him improving is if he gets new trainers or go to the UK. If he fights in the UK and does a little bit better to where he doesn't get hurt and survives, he wins. We in the USA is going to be calling, we're going to be saying that Andy got robbed, but the fact going to remain is the UK is going to give them belts back to Joshua. And then there's going to be a third fight. But if Andy can keep that in the USA, fight Joshua in the USA, I favor Andy to win. Again, not be a one-hit wonder. And you know what? Anthony Joshua says he's not really opposed to having a fight in the USA. If I was Andy, I would take that clip and play that shit and say, listen, your boy said it. I won, I'm champion, let's do it. Same place, same time, different date. I'm a favor Andy to win. I don't think his trainers can get him over that hump. And guys, and once Joshua lose 2 times in a row, all his fanboys gonna be like, we knew it anyway. You know what? Some of them doing it now. Some of them jumping to the Tyson Fury bandwagon. Some of them are jumping to Tyson Fury bandwagon now. Fury's gonna be Wilder again. Well, if he felt like that, why the fuck did Fury pull out the second fight? You didn't even talk about Fury until Joshua got his ass whooped. You didn't even like Fury until Joshua got his ass whooped. But now that Joshua got beat, you're trying to jump. But let's go to the chat, man. I think Andy can get a TKO again. Possibly, man. If they fight in the USA, I'm favoring Andy to win. If they fight in the UK, I'm going with Joshua. I'm telling you, I'm going with Joshua. And I'm not saying Joshua is going to be that much better, but simply because it's in the UK. Simply. Anytime they... And you know what? Here's another thing, man. How come his trainers didn't tell him? And this is what I'm saying. This is how you know his trainers are amateur trainers. See, when you're dealing with amateurs, a lot of times you don't deal with fighting many rounds. You don't have to deal with recovering strategies. How come they didn't teach Anthony how to hold on? Why they didn't tell him, if you hurt, don't keep fighting fire with fire. Hold him. Tie him up. Make the ref break you. Get distance on the break. Recover. Use your jab. Rest on your jab. Vary your jab. When I say vary, different speeds, different level of powers. Long jabs. Snap jabs. Don't hang it out there jab. Don't hang that shit out there. You know, like, he was hanging his jab out there as if he had a coat, trying to hang it up in his closet without going in his closet. So he's stretching out there, trying to get on the hook. Getting his ass punched up. You know? Nick Diaz, what's cracking, man? Thank you, bro. Salute to you, man. What's blazing with you, bro? Guys, listen, man. Bob in the building? PG1? I'm missing everybody. What'd you say, Bob? The is Bob on Keisha account. My kid needs consulting, and my wife was devastated for a night, but at least she's off his dick for being a quitter and bomb squad top dog in this bitch. Oh shit. Hey, I'm sorry I had to read that slow. You know how it is, man, with this font. PG1 says Ruiz is on Lomos because Jimmy Kimball sent him the limo. Because Jimmy Kimmel sent him a limo. Big hotel. Because they are putting him up. Andy is going to stay focused. He better stay focused. Listen. We've seen it many times. Many champions come and go. Many champions get the belt and can't keep it. It goes to their head. Look at all these champions that have lost. Joshua, Jared Hurd, Jamel Charlo. Nothing's built to last, which is why you have to continue to build yourself. Never get complacent. See, Joshua thought he was going in there, gonna beat up on some fat kid. But you know what, guys? This ain't the first time we seen this. We've been in school before, seen somebody pick on a fat kid, and that fat kid beat the shit out of the other guy. We seen this before. This isn't new. But Anthony Joshua came with so much hype. He came with so much praise. Everything was going for him. Everybody wanted him to win. Even when he dropped Andy Ruiz, the commentators was like, oh, watch this, get ready, this finna be spectacular. As if Josh was gonna go out there and just beat Andy to a fucking pulp. And they could not wait to say that was better than what Wilder did against Brazil. They couldn't wait. They couldn't wait. But they didn't realize that Andy really wasn't hurt. Yeah, he got knocked down. He was on his ass, but he wasn't on his back. And when he set up, he looked more embarrassed than hurt. And then Joshua came in again and hit Ruiz with a straight fucking right hand. Ruiz ate that shit and gave his own left hook and right hand. And instantly, the Joshua who was supposed to have a spectacular knockout was punch drunk. He was wobbling and shit. Ruiz smelled blood like a vampire. Hit him with an upside down donkey punch on the top of the cranium. Down goes Joshua. Down goes Joshua. All of a sudden, the commentating started changing, didn't it? Started changing. All this greater finisher shit was about to get finished. This, oh, he's a great finisher, was on the verge of getting finished himself. Woosah, motherfucker. Drink this, bitch. Joshua looked like shit, and Andy Ruiz punches with the flies going around him. And the referee flushed that shit in the 7th round. Nothing more to see here, guys. And now he signed for the rematch. Good. You needed it. A lot of UK fans was on suicide watch. They was panicking, calling off from work, leaving their kids at the school. It wasn't good, man. The YouTube channels were quiet. The only one that was talking shit was the Black American YouTube channels that kiss the UK fans' ass to get subscribers. See, me, I don't kiss ass. I call it like it is. I call it like it is, man. You like me, you don't, you don't. It's a lot of black YouTube channels that I'm not gonna give them no kind of clout. I'm not gonna say who they are. But they, on purpose, shit on Wilder. Shit on Earl. They shitted on Earl when he was fighting against Mikey because they wanted to get Mexican support. They shitted on Wilder because of the whole rivalry with Joshua. They're just clout chasers. They're clout chasers. And these fans don't even fucking get it. They don't get it. Let me go out and go back in. I told him we're working. I said, listen, I'm at work. Working. Let's work. Deontay Watkins, what it do, man? What's blazing with you, homie? How's it been, man? PG1 said Mexican different breed. Listen, I'm going to get ready and walk to my, I won't be able to see your chat, but I'm going to keep talking until I get back to my door. Mexicans have built something within themselves. And even if not all of them are born that way, they are made that way. Because when you grow up in a culture to where backing down is not acceptable, when you can see Mexican warriors stand there and go toe-to-toe for 12 rounds. See, with some of my young guys here, you know, they're younger than me. They're bigger than me, but I consider them younger. They're, 21, 22. And one of them is like 260 pounds. And we were just doing inside work with me and him. And after one round, he's fucking exhausted. I said, no, we gotta go again. The second round, he's backing up from me as I'm digging into his fucking body. He's bigger than me. So guys, imagine when you got a lot of these Mexican warriors that do this shit for rounds, bloody. You know what I'm saying? Think about this. When Manny Pacquiao was feared, when he moved up to 147 pounds, beating the fucking Oscar de la Hoyas, beating Ricky Hatton, beating Shane Mosley, just beating every fucking body. Cotto's, Juan Manuel Marquez fought him again. Juan Manuel Marquez knocked him out. But to me, Juan Manuel Marquez, he's not a typical Mexican boxer. He's a great counterpuncher to me. But you know what, guy? I'm going to say this. Juan Manuel Marquez did not, I repeat, he did not give Manny Pacquiao a rematch. He did not do that. And that's a fact. After he got that knockout, shit, man, he was like, sweet home Alabama. Fuck a rematch if you want one. That mother was like, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm gonna leave that shit right there. I'm cool, I'm gonna leave that right there. And let me walk, guys. See, I'm taking my slow time, but I get loud and these people come out the door. You know, it's all business casual like and shit. Um, but honestly, in that fight, it was a test of hearts. Because when Andy got knocked down, first time of his career, he could have been like, holy shit, this monster is real. But he didn't. He like, I gotta get some get back. I gotta get him back. He felt more embarrassed than hurt and affected by that. So he went to dig back into Joshua. And he knocked Joshua down. When Joshua got knocked down, Joshua didn't bleed that same blood. I guess he tried. I guess at this point, you gotta ask yourself, does Joshua can we question his chin? Can we question his chin? I mean, he's been dropped before, but not knocked out before. He's been buzzed before. Dylan White buzzed him, you know. Who else buzzed him up? Klitschko dropped him. But listen, guys, let me get ready and wrap this up. I know I'm going to be a little bit late. See, I do this for you guys. I do this for you. Anthony Joshua has signed a rematch to fight Andy Ruiz. He has to do it. He had to do it for his family. He has to do it for his people. He had to do it to stop the talks. Because if he didn't do it, people are going to be looking at him bad, questioning him. He couldn't fight nobody else. If he had fought anybody but Andy, it would have been like shitting on him and his countrymen were like, holy fuck, you let us down, Joshua. He had to do it. He made a mistake by keeping the same trainers. He better hope, he better pray to God and hope they can get this fight back in the UK. And if Andy says if he beats Joshua twice, he wants Deontay Wilder. Well, I tell you this here. Wanting Deontay Wilder, that's like wanting a migraine. That's nothing you want to deal with. And when it hits you, it hits you. This your boy T-Dub. Here is What's Blazing the Sports.